Curtis here, Tailgaters Tip of the Day 67. Here's a really fun little subtlety on your positional play that can really help you be more accurate when you're trying to have better speed control. You've heard me talk about natural position, and you've also heard me talk about center ball, and there's a lot of value to that. But there are some examples, and I'm going to show you to where if you want to use tip speed to help you stay natural. Here's what I mean by that. If I were to be shooting a ball like this with natural, no right, no left, just roll, that's always the easiest way to get around. If you think about it, the ball's always going forward, a cue ball. So if you can continue it after contact on its path, then all you got to do is adjust for speed. There's no other variables there. If you're drawing for shape, it means your cue ball's going forward, it's colliding, stopping for a second, and then drawing the other direction. That's always going to be more difficult. You can get good at it, but that does not mean it's the easiest way. So, in an example like this, if just roll will get us right around here. I know that no right, no left, so we want to be able to see these type of things. So, if that gets me around here, you can predictably do that. So, here's the mistake that a lot of players make, I see, and you go, okay, I want to stay dead center. That just means that instead of roll, I'll need to stun it out to here. And that can get done, but it goes back to you are not going to be able to stun it back here with position as predictably as if you do this one little tip adjustment. This is the difference between being able to play subtle little shape shots and very consistently and not. So if you, for example, always use stun, like you can get to the middle of the table here, but it means I gotta be absolutely perfect with my timing, shape, and everything. So I was able to stun it back out here, and that can be done, as I just showed you there. But what will happen is if you're always using just the stun, and again, this is preference. It doesn't mean that the stun's the wrong way, but let's say you got a little bit of follow by accident, and this is what's going to happen to you if you're always using stun, and you're like, I stunned it. It's just more difficult. So what I want you to, this is basically the tip of the day, I want you to play with this. What I found to be very, very helpful is I find the natural line, which is here, and all I do is place one tip of left. So the one tip of left will check it and come here. Now you will be amazed at how predictably, so I find the natural, I just put one tip. That's the hardest part. I'm gonna predictably come down that line way more often. Trust me, play with it, you'll see what I mean. Is if you're always trying to stun out on these precision shots, where you will not be able to do it as accurately as if you, I find natural, which I know is here. So it's much easier to stay on that natural and just allow that one tip of it. So now it's just a speed thing. But I'm always gonna come down that line. So there's a subtle difference, and trust me, play with it, you'll see what I mean, is if you're always trying to stun this back for perfect shape, it's way harder to control your speed. If you dig into the cue ball by accident a little bit, you see, now it's way more difficult to control your speed. Whereas, staying on that natural roll line, but just making that slight tip correction will make me a much more accurate speed control player. Okay? Subtle difference, very important. Play with that. That's tip of the day 67. I'll be back with 68 soon. Thanks.